Happy Friday, everybody. I'm here to go over to this week's Knuckleheads. It has been an interesting week, as we can see right off the bat here. I still get to ride the motorcycle from time to time, but they're always out there. I'm doing my best not to talk over my sound effects. I thought I'd add a few this week just to kind of make things a little more interesting. As I was saying, this has been a very crazy week on the roads. A lot of time in the cars, you'll see, but when I'm in the car, I actually have the rear-facing camera, and that picked up quite a bit of stuff this week. It's pretty amazing. We got the guy here sitting in his old-school hybrid, and this is one of those things that Massachusetts drivers like to do. They'll just kind of keep inching out into the lane. If there's any cars coming, it basically forces the oncoming traffic to stop so that they can go. He just never stopped rolling. He just kept going.
Okay, bye.
Just crazy. And I'm sitting there on the bike going, what are you doing? I mean, this is a busy road. Still on the bike here, getting dark. And this car, if you really pay attention to the oncoming traffic, so the guy's going to run out in front of me on the right here, and he waited and waited for this car to go, and then just runs out in front of me. I mean,
That's
again,
terrible.
the camera doesn't show just how close I really am because of the style of lens, but it was too close in my opinion. So here we are. This is Tuesday, and I got the camera facing backwards, and I watched the video later on, and I just couldn't believe how many people do things behind me that I don't normally see.
Look, you can't do things like that.
It is pretty funny because I consider myself someone who does look in his rearview mirror often, but I guess I just don't watch what the other cars are doing coming off side streets like that. This lady on the left up here, she just kept on rolling, and she never stopped moving.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
I mean, you can see right there, she just rolled and rolled and rolled. Had I slowed down at all, she probably would have just taken off on me. Just one of those things that they get to a stop sign and they'll just keep rolling. Even if cars are coming, they roll in the hopes that you'll slow down or stop or jam your brakes on, and then they take that opportunity to jump out.
Stop, don't come back.
Stop it!
Just keep on going. Don't worry about, that sign there. Same woman as before that rolled through the other sign. It's epidemic. I think they just they get infected with this terrible driving. They don't ever recover.
All I'm saying is, you're not as special as you think you are, buddy. Don't you forget that.
Yeah, invisible indeed. This car, I didn't actually include the whole thing, but this is a 30-mile-an-hour zone, and they just come flying up behind me. I'm only doing 30. It's like out of the blue, I've got this van on my tail. Eventually they back off and turn, but gee whiz. Mr. Beamer just goes right through. This never used to be a three-way stop. There used to be a sign just in one spot. And then they added the other two, and I guess they just feel that they don't need to stop anymore.
Okay, then.
This guy is all over the road.
Whee!
I can only assume they're messing with their phone. That really seems like the only explanation, but people cut that corner there a lot too, so it's hard to say whether they're on the phone or not. The real interesting thing, though, is on this particular stretch of road, I get down here, and if you watch the blue car that's coming on, they are flying up this road from the other side.
It was terrible! It was just terrible! I'll never get over it as long as I live!
I mean, it blew my mind when I saw it happen in the mirror. The guy just completely cut off the car behind me. And they probably would have cut me off, but I just didn't slow. waited till I got to the corner because I didn't know what they were going to do. And then you get the coup de grace, you get to watch him. I'm looking, but
Stop
I ain't
it!
stopping. Bye, knucklehead. This guy, oh man. Yeah, I say genius in the caption there. I mean, this is funny. He just rolls out into the intersection, keeps rolling, decides he's going to go, and then, oh, wait. The guy that was coming there from the left, he had to jam his brakes on because he didn't know what that knucklehead was going to do. Ugh. I get frustrated just remembering what these people do. It's nuts. Yeah, I say dangerous driver here. Again, the camera doesn't pick up just how close this is, but this camera works a little bit better in the front.
You have got to be kidding me.
It's like, holy cow, dude. Just got impatient waiting for traffic to go through, I guess. Figured I'm doing the speed limit so he can just go, but for crying out loud, you can wait a few more seconds. Get home safely. And just more of the same here as far as stop signs go. But, like I said, I include this stuff because it's therapy for me, but if you don't want to see it, just leave me a comment. I'll take out some of these stop sign runners. And I pull into this intersection here, and if you really got to pay attention to the lights when they turn red. For the traffic going left to right, the lights are going to turn red, and watch what happens here. This is just... I sat there, I just started yelling. I couldn't believe what I saw.
Yeah, okay, that's just about the most awful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, unreal. That's all I can really say. I mean, if I was a different person, I'd probably be sitting there just cussing people out, but I can't do that. And then more of one of my favorite intersections, of course.
Stop it!
But now I got the rear camera, so I pull off the stop sign, and this guy just follows me. They don't even slow down.
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.
All three of them just roll right through the stop sign. This is another good one, because this road here that I'm about to pull onto is a major thoroughfare. It's a big route that goes through many, many different towns. So, usually pretty busy. And just run the stop sign. Go right ahead. I like this one. Mr. I think I'm special.
Yes. Perhaps one day you can be a crash test dummy and use your hair for a helmet.
I mean, just way over the stop line. It's not like that stop sign's so far back you can't see cars coming. More stop sign runners. This one's a good one. Yeah, she thought she was there first. It didn't matter if she stopped.
Hey, can we go by the Lexus place? I want to test drive that new hybrid.
You are a hybrid. Half idiot, half moron.
Everybody running stop signs. Some more craziness at a red light. So the truck, I'm going to give him a little bit of a pass. It did turn yellow just as he reached the intersection, and the road's wet. So, okay. You had to go through the intersection.
It was the worst,
that car
most
there,
painful, mind-destroying, horrible moment I have ever experienced.
I mean, come on. The light was red. You can't go. So you gotta stop. Hey! Same with her. I mean, the light is red. You don't just go. And you can turn right on red if you wait and look. Bunch of red stop sign runners here. can tell I'm a little fired up this week because I just was blown away by how many incidents I caught. And I mean, the video is only, about 15 minutes long, and there's just a ton of stuff going on this week. And the weather was nice. I mean, you can't even blame any of this ridiculousness on the weather. Yeah, we had some rain, but nothing that would cause people sliding through stop signs or using that excuse. Like this car here cut right across. You got an oncoming car from both directions. It's okay. I'm just going to run the stop sign. This guy here, he runs this stop sign, and I cut the video because he tailgated me almost all the way to the next village.
This man is obviously a psychotic.
And I think you guys are going to end up starting to recognize a lot of these intersections because the same things keep happening in the same places. It's almost guaranteed.
That's terrible.
It almost makes me want to just sit in a chair at the intersection with my video camera and just record the day's chaos. Just sit there all day and catch people doing dumb things.
Stop it!
Alright, so this pickup truck, he come flying down the hill. He did end up running up on my tail for a little while and then backed off, but could not stay in our lane to save his life. I don't know what he was doing, playing with his phone, something, but constantly over the yellow line. I mean, I had to speed up the video.
If you can't do something right, don't do it at all.
I mean, nobody wants to sit here and watch this guy follow me for 5 minutes, but just kept crossing that line. And like they always do on this particular street, we get to the end, and when they have the chance, they run the stop sign. And, I mean, he hasn't stayed in his lane, why should he stop for a stop sign, right? Hey! He's special. Special knucklehead. More nighttime fun. This happened tonight. This is Friday, the 13th. Maybe that's what was going on. This whole week was building up to Friday the 13th. So.
Stop, don't come back.
Bunch of craziness at the stoplight. So take a good look. You can kind of see the light turn red. There it goes yellow, and now red. And I'm running the red light. 2 cars go through that red light. And we'll zip over to this next light. And here we go. Even more. Light turns red.
Oh no. Not again.
Just craziness. Cops could make a fortune if they sat at these intersections and just actually stopped people. But there's never one around when this stuff happens, and it's crazy. So this is the last knucklehead of the night for the week.
You believe that you are special, that somehow the rules do not apply to you. Obviously, you are mistaken.
I thought that sound clip was pretty appropriate for that guy. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching and listening to me rant this week. If you're the kind of person that prays, I just ask you to pray for the people in Paris tonight. Have a great weekend, and watch out for yourselves out there.